Hello, everyone, and welcome to the new Webopotamus. Today's subject is going to be Zia AI and the new features they have around communication. That's predominantly around emailing. I am joined today by my esteemed colleagues, Danielle Major and Michelle Scott, and we are going to just jump right into it.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Who's
I
going?
am going to share my screen. You guys can fill in for a second.
Sounds
Cool.
good. And we talked about on the last one how we're all talking about AI lately,
Yeah,
and we dipped our toes in with data
enrich.
enrichment last
Yeah.
time. This time we're going to go a little deeper. And again, these are all built to make your CRM smarter and make your job quicker. So we'll jump into some of the ones that are under Zia communication.
Yep. And basically, how I got to this is I went into the settings, into the cog, and then under the search, I just searched for Zia, and it'll take me down to the Zia section, or I could choose Zia communication from there. But when I get down to the Zia section and I have communication, these options are going to show for me.
And we wanted to mention, unlike some of the features we've gone over before, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but these communication features are not enabled by default, correct?
Yes, they should be rolled out to almost everybody right now, but it is not turned on by default. So you do have to go in and turn them on.
This one, the best time to contact, we'll just go over this really quickly. You'll notice in the business card area, it basically makes that best time to contact a little bit smarter. So it's going to, based on data that you log in the system, it's going to suggest times to best contact someone either by calls. So if you're using a telephony system, so this little section up in the top of your detail.
Apparently there's no good time to contact you, Michelle.
Not by phone call, no. And it's going to learn based on if you're recording calls and if you have telephony plugged in. So it's going to learn from your data. And email, same thing, based on open rates and things like that when that recipient is opening things. So that's a cool one that's gotten smarter. The meat really, though, I think is, bring it on, Danielle, because we had so much fun playing with this one, prepping last week with the email intelligence. We were oohing and on as we were kind of turning it on our ends and playing with it and sending each other emails and things, trying to get it to work.
Yeah, it was like opening little Christmas presents for nerds. Okay. As we said, email intelligence, you do have to flip it on, and you do have 7 different options in here that you can turn on or off. Not sure why you would turn any of them off. I kind of love all of them now. But Tim, do you want to kind of tell us a little bit about these?
Sure. So obviously the email intelligence at the top, that's the master switch. You have to turn that one on to turn any of the other ones underneath it. Do you want me to just do a quick summary of each of these and then we'll go in and show them?
Just a quick summary. I want to get to the
So,
show them off.
Email summary. Sorry. Email summary will actually, AI will just analyze an email and give you a quick summary of it. And that could be as short as 1 sentence or it could be a couple paragraphs depending on how long the thread is. I love that one. It's really a big time saver. Email intent will again analyze the email and discern what is the intent of that. Are they asking a question? Is there a support issue? Things like that. Activity extraction. If someone emails you and says, "Hey, can we set up a meeting next week?" There will be an option right within that email in the CRM to be able to schedule a meeting or schedule an activity. I love that one. So it saves a lot of points and clicks. We'll see that in just a second. Data enrichment for the signature. It can scrape the signature and offer to update information back into the contact.
Yeah, we showed that last week.
Email sentiment and the next one, which is email emotion, are tied to the email intent visually when we see it. Those, all 3 of those. So it's, what is the sentiment? Are they happy? Are they not happy? Or sorry, is it a negative or is it a positive sentiment? And then the emotion is, are they frustrated? Are they happy? Or etc. And then the email subject suggestion. If you are actually composing your email within the CRM, you can actually ask it to suggest a subject line for that email. And that one, I kind of played around with that one. I thought it was pretty. But let's jump in and show these in practical.
All right. So first one on the list is the email summary. So over here under Michelle's record, we go to the emails. it's only going to pick up ones that were sent to you, not by you, right? So anything that has it was sent by Danielle, it's not going to have these items here. But since Michelle sent this over, it's going to have no sentiment on this one, but emotion and intent. But our view summary. So when I pop onto view summary, it's going to take that email or the entire thread of emails that you have, and it's going to summarize everything that is happening here. And then were these results helpful? Yes, you did a good job. And then we can pop right into the actual view email.
So many cool features in here. This one, I love this one. Again, you can kind of see the intent and the sentiment up there in the top of the email. But I think my favorite is under Danielle, if you want to click that, that little Zia. Couple little things here. So help Zia is where you're going to be able to teach it. So you can actually affect the way it's going to read the sentiment, the intent, and the emotion. So what we found early on is if somebody sent you something in all caps or with exclamation marks, sometimes it might pick that up as negative. So you can help reclassify it based on what is actually going on in the email.
It's a really easy way to train the AI in the background. So sometimes you can go in to try to train AI models, and it takes a lot. Back in the day when we were doing voice activation on dictation, voice dictation, you had to spend hours training, what was it, Dragon Voice or something like that. And people would abandon it because it took so long to train it. This makes it super easy to go in, just click, click, click. And
it's like they've given us little prompts to train it correctly. And for Patty, as we said last time, AI isn't all knowing out of the box. It is a machine. And you'll hear things like machine learning. You do have to teach it. And yeah, I agree. I think Zoho did a really nice job packaging the prompts to make it not scary to train the AI in the background.
And Zia does learn pretty quickly. So this part of it is a little bit heavier when you first start using it.
Yeah.
Over time, it will understand better and better on its own. So it's not like you're going to have to do this forever.
And it has the consent.
And these things that Danielle,
the
go
consent
ahead.
check marks, very, very important. I consent to allow email without my personal information to be read by Zoho. And so you have to turn those on if you want them to be able to use it for their training. You've got to consent to it. Good?
Yep.
All right, so I am going to do that. I'm going to hit submit. And so it should figure that out. Feedback submitted. What else?
Let's look at some of those other Zia features.
We did enrich data last time, right?
We did. So that one we can probably skip. Jump on into the activity suggestions.
Yeah, that one's really cool. I love that one.
Since you love that one, Timm, you want to chat about that guy?
Oh, this one doesn't have a whole lot on it. Let me go find another one. Give me a second. All right, let's do this one down here. I think this was the one. View email. And inside this email, right? So it's thanks for the last meeting. It was fantastic. Maybe it's enthusiasm instead of gratitude, right? Let's set up another meeting for next week. And can you send me the recording? And please call Timm to see if he can help us on the next session. So there's 3 activity suggestions in here of things to do. And so when I go to Zia activity suggestions, it literally says, I found a meeting. Is there a task? And would you like to schedule a call? I love, love, love this.
So much faster than reading the email, jumping back out, clicking on new, all that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like inline activity creation. It links it to everything automatically in the background.
Yeah.
This is a huge time saver. This is the one that I use probably the most, I would say. Because it rocks. It's very, very cool. I love this one.
Let's see. We already did the help Zia and here. Okay, so I'll pop out of that. And yeah, we're pretty good with that. What else?
I think that's it.
Take a quick look. Activity, extraction, emotion, email subject suggestion. We're going to do a session where we actually do the Zia inside Writer, and I'll show you some of the really cool features in there. But basically, this one is going to be if I come over here and send an email to Michelle and I start writing an email. Can we meet up next week to
and I do while Danielle's typing. if you notice at the top, there's that little sentiment in the last email, M. Scott mailed you with neutral emotion. So it's kind of Zia being your little assistant to try to be like, you might want to pop this up a little bit, or just giving you that little nugget.
Yep. So we can do just clicking on Zia down here at the bottom. We've got try smart prompts, last action that you can do in here. And again, we'll do another item on this, but writing assistance here, the writing assistance.
So good.
I love this one.
It's so
Yeah, the book-
good.
Cool.
And it'll help you with.
As a word nerd, I love this. I can just
Yeah.
hear my college kid. It's like
Right.
Grammarly built in.
Exactly.
And as a marketing nerd, I don't know if everybody, I know you two know this, but subject line is tied up there with who's sending
Yeah.
it for the top reason people open an email. And if you're like me and you're constantly sitting there like, what do I title this? Zia can help you put a subject line that hopefully is going to help get an open
Exactly.
based on what you're typing. And that writing assistant it really is like a writing tutor built into your email window.
Yeah, we'll do our next session will be on that one. So I'm very much looking forward to that one. So, all right. Anything else in here? What else? Best time analytics. There's not really anything in here to work on. Again, if you don't have a lot of items in there, it can't sort through it. Email intent. This is where we said you can create custom intents that are in here. For example, I had schedule a call that was created. System intent, it automatically looks for purchases, complaints, queries, and requests. And so again, you can do custom intents. And that was about it for me. Did you guys have anything else that you wanted to go over?
No, I think I'm good.
I think that's about it, as if that isn't enough. Again, lots and
Right.
lots of AI power baked in that you turn it on, enable it, and hopefully it's going to make that email interaction so much quicker for you and your teams.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Awesome. Thanks everybody for joining. We will see you next
Have a
time.
great week. Bye.
Thanks.